There we go. Right, so we're on the end of the roller, sitting right at the very end, and then we're going to roll down. Oh, lovely. And then we're just going to rock gently from side to side. You take your arms out to the side so you don't fall off. Good. Rolling from side to side. You can feel the roller just rolling underneath you, back and forth. Excellent. And then just going to bring those feet and knees hip distance so you've got plenty of balance. And then you've just got your arms. Again, they're held out just to help you. Okay. Oops, somebody else is joining. Bear with me. Oh. That's it. So we're here. Nice and up. Make sure all of your head is on your roller, okay? Because you don't want your head to be hanging off the end. So from here, we're just going to roll through the pelvis. So we're tipping the pubic bone towards the ceiling and rolling back. And to the ceiling and rolling back. So you've got, as you roll back and you dip your pubic bone to the floor, you should possibly be able to get your hands underneath between your back and roll it as a little arch. And then we're just trying to press the spine onto the roller. Good. And then we're going to take both arms up to the ceiling and then just gently take them all the way around. So nice and slow, because you're just warming up. Taking your arms overhead and circling. Overhead. Circle. Oh. So if you've got any cracking, try not to worry about it. It's just probably little bits of air pockets between your joints. Oh, and then reverse the move. So you're just trying to keep your tummy muscles held down so that your ribs held down as you take this circle back and forth. Oh. Excellent. Then from here, we're just going to take a deep breath and we're going to peel all the way up onto our shoulders with this. Keeping your head relaxed, and then you're going to peel your vertebrae down. Roll that pelvis away, and then lift and up. Pull the tummy muscles in, and slowly peel down. Yes. And again, lift, lifting up, and peeling down. So this come off the. There we go. Now from here, just going to do a little bit of balance. Okay, so you're on your roller, but your hands relaxed on the floor. You're going to take your right leg into tabletop. Send it to the ceiling to stretch out the hamstring. Bring it all the way down, and then slide it back in. So we're going to lift the other leg into tabletop, straighten it out, point the toe, take it all the way down, slide it back in. So tabletop, lift, lengthen, and slide back in. Good. So we're up, lift, lengthen, and back in. Good. Now this time I want you to take one arm off the floor. Okay, so we're going to lift, lengthen, away we go, and back in. And then we're going to lift, and down. I'm really lucky because on the other side of here I've got a big handle I'm holding on to, nobody can see it. And there, and slide. And lift, up, out, and slide. Good. Pop the other hand down, start the other side, so we're going to lift, oops, and slide, lift, It's like, so if you feel like you're falling off your roller, okay, just put both hands down. Yeah. And remember, it's only a small distance to fall, so don't be too dramatic. Okay, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. You just thud into the like so there. Excellent. Now from here, we're going to just take both arms to the ceiling again. So this time you've got your feet flat on the mat, and we're just going to scissor with the arms. Away we go like that. Excellent. Then we're going to take one leg into tabletop. I'm going to try and do that. The same thing, we're going to scissor. One. Oh, she said today, some days your balance is just better than others. I can't believe it, I've fallen off today. That's it. Sometimes you can just do this, and other days you're just all over the place. I have no reason why. I don't know why that is. Good. Pop that leg down, and then bring the other leg into tabletop, and then off we go. Woo! Excellent. Whoa. Great. Oh, and then down. Oh, I'm all over the place today. Now, from here, you're going to take a deep breath, bring your right leg into tabletop, followed by your left. Okay? And then we're going to straighten both legs out. Excellent. And then from here, we're going to take one arm off the floor. We're going to pop that down, and then we're going to take the other one off. Oh, who was that? Are you all right?
Just.
Good. Hope you're fine. Good. Drop the hands down, one leg goes down, followed by the other. So remember, keep your arms down. If you feel like you're all over the place, there's no point, because you're just trying to stay on the roller. So use your hands if you need to. You're going to now bring your legs into tabletop, followed by the other one. And then we're going to just touch down, come back, and touch down, and come back. Now, if you take one arm off the floor, you start to wobble a bit. But during the wobble, in order to try and keep everything still, you're going to look directly to the ceiling and really pull those tummy muscles in. It really helps with the balance, believe it or not. Good. We've got a couple more. Excellent. So you can see my knee moves away from my body as I do it. There we go. Away. And pop that foot down, followed by the other, and there we go. Lovely. Then from here, we're going to just roll gently onto the mat like that. Whoa, off we go. And then from there, we're going to just take ourselves and bring ourselves up onto our bottom. Take the roller back. Oh no, don't. Bend your knees and send your roller underneath your knees. Like that. Good. So we're like this. Then we're going to roll down, roll the roller to us, and then roll it underneath our bottom. Like that. Okay. So you're lifting your bottom, your hips are high, your ribs are in line with your hips. But your back is not arched, it's just in a nice position. The roller is at the top of the squishy part of your bottom. Okay, so you're just off the squishiness, and that's how you get squishy bottoms. From here now, you're going to lift one leg, then the other, and then you're just going to roll gently from side to side, all like that. Now you're holding on to the roller here. See if my hands, I'm holding on to it so it doesn't slip away. And you should feel that can be actually lovely, or for some of you, a little bit sore, but as you pass over it, if the pain decreases, then that's a good thing, because it's just massaging that area and flattening out any muscles. Oh, lovely. I quite like it. Sometimes it's a bit sore, Excellent. Then pop your foot down, followed by the other. Take your roller out. Bring yourself up again. Do that any old way. And then take the roller behind you and just pop it onto, so you've got your shoulder blades just slightly below your shoulder blades, okay? You take a hold of your head to support your head, and then we're just going to roll our shoulder blades over the roller. So they're going to feel like they're pressing into the roller. Now, you watch my head isn't going back, it's looking still up there. I'm holding on to it to support it, because sometimes this position can make people feel a little bit funny. Okay, so we're just holding there, and then from here you're just going to come up again, and then you're going to go over and then back, and then over and then back. Then, if you're happy to and you feel quite comfortable, lift your bottom off the floor and then just roll back, and then, so we're sending our bottom forward and back, and you just will roll over your shoulders. Nice and squeeze like that. Excellent. Then pop your bottom down, take your hands down, and then final warm up, pop this underneath your neck. And we're just going to roll our heads from side to side. That, you just feel that, the base of your skull. Really nice. Good. And then just from there, just pop the roller away now. Oops. So hopefully here, now you've got your back and your bottom and your shoulders, they're all really connecting with the mat, which makes it quite nice because you're more aware of what your body's doing, okay? So because the back is a little bit heavier on the mat, you know you're not arching as much, and that's good, okay? So finally, just for this bit, you've got to just put your feet and knees together and relax your arms out by your side, and then drop one knee out, pressing through the other foot as you do it. So I'm let my left leg go out and pressing through my right foot, keeping my right leg. Now my right leg's going out, pressing through my left foot, keeping my left foot still, my left leg still. So we're just repeating from side to side, just loosen off those hips, and then there we go. From here, we're going to stretch out through the legs, lengthen them, flex the foot towards you, and then point the toes, and then flex and point, and flex and point, and just circle them, and give those toes a bit of a wiggle. Good. Then, feet and knees together. I want you to grab a hold of your ball, your grey or pink ball, or whatever colour you've got. Pop it underneath your foot, okay? And then from here, we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to peel up onto our shoulder blades. And then with the foot under the ball, we're going to roll it away. So we're lifting our bottom off the mat. We're rolling the ball away. We're pushing through the standing leg to lift those buttocks. Roll the ball away. Bring it back. Roll away. And bring it back. Take a breath, peel all the way down again. Swap the ball to the other side. Make sure your foot is near your bottom as you peel all the way up and roll the ball away with the other leg. Good. Four more. Keep the bottom up. Good. And then bring that in, peel down, take the ball, and pop it between your ankles. Okay, so we're here squeezing it between our ankles. Now from here, you can take a breath. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, pull those tummy muscles in and float those knees to this up into tabletop. So the ball is between the feet. You're going to tap down and come back up. We're going to tap down and come back up. Keep these tummy muscles nice and tight. And look back up. Up. And away we go. Ooh. We got 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take the ball again. Pop it between your knees this time. Bring your feet near to your bottom. Take a breath and peel all the way up. And then squeeze. Squeeze those knees together, holding the bottom up. And we're just going to hold the squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms overhead and peel down. Oh, then we're going to take our arms back. We're going to take a deep breath, going to peel all the way up again. And then this time we're going to squeeze and release the ball. So you're going to squeeze the knees together, release, squeeze and squeeze. Keeping the ball between your knees, just squeezing it. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and peel down. Good. Excellent. Take a breath now, and as you exhale, pull the tummy muscles in and float both the legs again. Taking both arms so they're parallel with the floor. You can take a deep breath, nod the chin, lift up. As you lift up, look towards your knees and then straighten the legs. Squeeze the ball, bend the knees, and curl down. So you've got a big breath in. Nod the chin, exhale. Lift the feet to the ceiling, squeeze the knees, bend the knees, and return. Pull those tummy muscles in and up. And up. And up. And up. And last one. Good. And pop those legs down. Excellent. Keeping the ball between your knees, just roll the legs from side to side. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Good. Then from here, take a breath in. Exhale, pull those tummy muscles in and lift the legs. The ball's still between your knees, okay? Take our hands behind our head. Let's take a breath, and as we exhale, we're going to come over, elbow to the knee, squeeze the ball, and back. And then opposite. And as you do it, you're going to put a light squeeze on your knees. And so breathing, exhaling on the way up, and excellent, and coming back down. Let those legs go down. Take your ball out for the moment. Pop it down. Take your arms up. Oh, and circle them round for the moment. Oh, and a couple more. Up and round. And one more. Good. Good. Take the ball. This time, pop it underneath your bottom. So it's all squidgy. And then from here, we're going to float one leg followed by the other. Okay, so we're feeling a little bit off balance, big knees together, okay? Keep your, it's almost your toes will stay together, and you're gonna let the right leg come out. So my toes, if I just go to the side, you see my toes there? They're like that. But I'm just gonna take one leg out, keep the other leg straight, bring it back, and take the other leg out. Now, I also want to add a bit more of a challenge. Staying on the ball, you're gonna take both arms off the floor. So you have a little bit of a wobble. Taking. Ooh. And back. Now, we're going to do a single leg stretch with the head down. So I'm taking our arm away, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the right leg away and the left arm. Come back and swap. So we're balanced on the ball. And again, a couple more. Lengthen and lengthen and lengthen. Good. And I need to take my bottom down. Pop the feet down, take your ball out, and just stay relaxed on the mat. Keeping your knees bent, I want you to roll them to one side and just look down the opposite arm and have a little stretch. So I've taken my legs to the right. I'm going to just take my left arm up and look at my left arm, stretch way down through my body here. And then roll over to the other side. Let legs go the other way and take the opposite arm and look. Roll. Then from here, you're going to try just a lower and lift of the legs, okay? So you can have your head relaxed nicely, just any way you want, okay? Maybe with a tiny little bit of a head pad under the back of your head if you want. Give yourself a bit more comfort. And then from here, you're going to bring right leg into tabletop, followed by left. Let's straighten the legs up. Now, with the legs straight, what I want you to do is just lower them away from the body a bit. And bring them back up. Okay? So I'm just going to bring them in a minute while I explain. So what you're going to do is, the lower the legs go towards the floor, the harder it is on your tummy and your back. Okay? So what I need you to work out sorry, say that again. Where you are, I don't want you to overdo it, okay? So some people might just be able to do that, and then that's enough. And some people may be able to get all the way down there, okay? Either way, what you're doing is only going as far as you feel your back is capable of coping. So pulling your tummy muscles in, not letting that back arch away, and we've got 4 more. So you're breathing in, straightening the legs, lifting, and straighten, and lift, straighten, and lift, and then cuddle the legs in. Pop the hands on the knees and draw circles. Ooh, big circle. I'll just show you one leg. You just draw a circle. That's it. And then from here, I want you to roll onto your side. Okay, so we're going to roll onto our side and do chalk circles, which will just grab. So I just don't make you bring it. Okay, so we'll move this a little bit. We'll do chalk circles to start with. Little head, so your hands are in front of you, knees are bent. Join a circle all the way around the body. Okay? So again, start just as much as just the way you can, all the way around, okay? So here, see, look, my arm's still up here a bit. So I need to, let's work on that a bit more. So trying to get that arm. So you're keeping your knees, if you can, still as you roll around. Good. Can you do 4 more for me? Just on that side. Oh, nice. Just as many. That's good. A couple more for me. And then from there, I want you just to roll directly onto your tummy. So again, you can have your head pad underneath your forehead, okay? Or you can just have your head flat on the mat. Your arms are going to be, what we're going to do is, if you could possibly reach your band, yeah? And we're going to put the band over behind our backs like that. If you can't reach your band, don't worry about it. It's not major urgent. All the band does is just makes it slightly harder, okay? So you're going to have your arms out to the side, elbows out to the side. You're holding onto the band and the hands are flat on the mat. So it just adds a tiny bit of resistance to the extension. So your tummy's held in, legs relaxed on the mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift the chest. The head comes away from the mat, and the arms straighten. So it's just a little bit harder to pull the band. Again, it's however tight you've got the band. So you take a breath, you can lift up, hold it there, breathing in and peeling back down. So breathing in, blowing all the air out, tummy held in. Good, and back down. And breathing in and lifting and coming back down. And up and back down. Good. This time you're going to keep a hold of the band, just going to turn your head, okay? So breath in, exhale, we're going to turn the head. Now, as we turn the head to the left, I'm going to turn back to the left, I'm going to bend my right elbow. So as I bend my right elbow, I look to the left. I come back up, I bend my left elbow, and I look over to my right, over my right shoulder. I'm going to come back, I bend my right elbow and look over my left shoulder. I bend my left elbow and look over your right shoulder. A couple more for me. You can do this with or without your band. And again. Excellent. Then from here, peel all the way down. Just pop your band to one side and then roll directly onto your other side for your chalk circles on the other side of your body. I'll just move up to the other end, but you can roll over. So we're just knees bent, feet flat on the mat, arms out in front of you, and draw your chalk circles all the way around. That's it. Good. We're going to do, say, 6 more for me. Nice. All the way around. Excellent. And remember to keep your knees still and not roll too far with it. And last one. Roll. From here, straighten out your legs. Roll onto your tummy again. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulder. Okay. Both shoulders, hands flat on the mat, fingers spread to give you a good bit of balance. Lift up through the chest. So the chest, so it's not just their head, you lift up through the chest. And if you can see where my blue pad is there, I'm looking in the center of my blue pad. It's just between my hands. And that's where my head is, yeah? So it's not putting any pressure on the back of my neck. I'm going to pull my tummy muscles in now. So all I can feel almost is my pubic bone on the mat. I'm going to bend my knees, with my toes pointed, and draw them towards my bottom. Flex my feet and then draw those heels to the bottom. Point and keep drawing them in and then straighten. So the move is point, flex, point, return, okay? So whilst you're doing that, you're lifting out of your elbows, lifting your chest. So it's point, flex, point, return. Point, flex, point, return. Lift those tummy muscles away from the mat. And point, flex, point, return. You've got 4 more. Point, flex, point, return. Tummy tight. Lift. And good. And last one. And down. Good. Straighten out both arms. Lie flat on the mat. Lengthening the fingertips all the way from the toes. Lift your head just a fraction away from the mat so you're still looking down towards the mat. And we're going to float the right arm left leg, and then the left arm right leg. And float, and float, and float. Good. Now take a breath in, and as you exhale, gently float both arms and both legs and return them. Okay, so nice, really nice, smooth move, okay? Try not to sort of throw yourself up, okay? So you don't have to go too high, breathing in. And exhale, just to float, lengthen, and down. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Couple more for me. Breathing in. Good. Breathing in. And excellent. Then from here, take those hands back into the body. So the elbows are tight into the body. The hands are by our chest. We're going to breathe in, and as we exhale, push up through the hands, peeling our body away from the mat. So our arms are nice and straight. We're looking just ahead, and then we're going to pull our tummy muscles in and transition back into a cat stretch. So we're holding that there, arms out nice and long. Breathing in. Good. Then just make your arms nice and comfortable anywhere you want. And what I want you to do is I want you to send your bottom from side to side like that. Just rocking. Good. And then open your knees a little bit wider, and then just let your bottom sink as low as it can, and let your head and elbows and chest even get onto that mat. Then from there, come up again, bring your legs back into hip distance. And then we're going to have, so our knees are like that, hands are directly underneath. And then I just want you to go into a cat stretch, just rolling through the pelvis to start with, just loosen that off, and then up into a full cat stretch and flatten out. Good. Couple more. Then take your band and just wrap it round your back here, the way it was before, like that. And then take your hands and pop them onto the mat. So the band is across your shoulder blades. And I want you to peel all the way up into a cat stretch and then push the band up to the ceiling. So you feel it stretch the band a little bit. So we're lifting up. So it's just, you're more aware of where you're moving. So up. Excellent. Good. Then we're going to keep the band here. And we're going to take a breath. And as we exhale, we're going to send one arm away with the opposite leg. And back. Okay? So one arm goes away. And you pull the band. And we lengthen. And back. And lengthen. And back. And lengthen. And back. Pulling the tummy muscles in. Trying not to lean over. We're trying to keep the weight through the center of the body. Good. Then keep the band there and just come back into a shell stretch. So my band is underneath my arms, which is keeping it on my shoulders. Good. And then back up, and then we're just going to undulate. So we're just going to take our hips out into the cat stretch, out round to the side, then through the center for the dip. So we're up and we're circling. So you can feel that almost as if your tailbone is drawing a circle behind you. And then take it the other way. Good. Excellent. Now from here, grab a hold of something to sit on if your hamstrings are a bit tight. Okay, so you can pop your band, so you can pop something on the floor, or if you're quite happy to sit upright, that's great. So what we're going to do here, sit up nice and tall. Good. You've got your band out behind you. So you can do it without your band, all right? So just a little bit of extra resistance. And then from here, we're just going to rotate. We're going to come back and then rotate. So if you're really struggling with your hamstrings, and it's to the point where you don't feel like you're achieving anything, just loosen the legs and just do the same thing. And rotate. Good. And excellent. Now take the band and sit on it. So it's quite tight. Okay. Get quite a lot. And then make sure that you've got an equal amount. And it doesn't have to be perfect underneath your bottom, but you want to have, not to be holding onto the bands, so one's up here and one's there. Take a hold of the bands so that you've got easy there. Okay, now from here, you're going to sit nice and tall, and all you're going to do is take the band out and up and bring it back. So again, knees bent or knees straight, lifting up. Slide those shoulders down on the spine. So when you come back, it doesn't look like this. You're not all hunched up. So you're trying to keep your tummy muscles in, sitting tall, and bottom, sitting on your sit bones. Good. Now, so here you're going to really take a hold of the band quite nice and tight. I shall turn so you can see. When you're sitting tall, you're going to have your elbows into your body, and you're just going to bend your arms. So if you do it with like a very loose band, that's very easy. So really take a lot of the band and then bend, and you should feel it a little bit on your bicep here. Okay, so as you pull in here, that should tighten. But again, depends upon the resistance. Good. And then we're going to take the elbow back like that, I'm going to send the hand back. So you keep your elbow here, so just a little bit further back, and then you straighten and pull the band. Straighten and pull the band. I'm just doing it with one arm at a time. It's quite hard. I suppose if you've got longer arms, you may find that difficult to pull back. And then we're going to swap to the other side. So we're just pulling back. So I'll just do it with both for now. Pull, 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 pull. And from there, this time lift your bottom. Take yourself off your pad, if you've got one. Loop your band over your feet. Take your hands, then holding onto it, and then you're just going to slowly, slowly peel down, and then let those knees come into tabletop, and then from there you're going to push the legs out, take your band overhead and pull back. So we're going to breathe in and pull. Again, depends how low you're going to make your legs, okay? You can take one foot out and just do it with one foot, okay? But both legs, very hard on the tummy and the back, and then also pulling the band away. So we're taking some real resistance through the band. Good. 2 more for me. 2 and 1. Now from there, grab a hold of the band, bend the knees, and straight up. Woohoo! There we go. Brilliant. Then from there, take the band off. We're going to, what shall we do now? We shall roll on. Let's roll down again, nice and slow. And then from here, we're going to roll onto our sides. Make yourself comfortable. Okay, and then from here, just so I put my head underneath my hand. I'm going to keep my bottom leg bent, and I'm going to straighten out my top leg. I take my hand and pop it onto my waist, pull my tummy muscles in. So my heel is in line with the back of my head, and my knees bent to give me some support. I'm going to try and keep that elbow facing the ceiling, and then I'm going to send my leg forward, lift it up, bring it back down, and send it exactly back to where it came from. All the while I'm pushing the sole of my foot away to lengthen my leg. So I'm lifting, bringing it back, and all the way there. Good. So you pull your toe muscles in, you take it forward, you lift, you come back, and you go. Now, remember when you lift that leg, to make sure you can still see that elbow, so that it doesn't go back like that, okay? You don't roll back. So we're pushing away, lengthening the leg, forward, lift it, bring it back, and there. And one more, just so this leg feels like a lead weight. Good, now point the toe, this time, so your leg's nice and long, you can draw that circle. But you're going to take it forward, and you're just going to take as big a circle as you can. Oh, all the way around. So we're going to look forward. Now you can put your hand on your mat to give, because there's a lot of movement going on now. A little bit here as well, depending upon how stiff you are. Whoa, now back all the way. Big circle. Ooh. And all the way up. That's it. Then bring the leg so that it's nice and long and it's resting on the mat, okay? So we're going to pop our hands again on our waist, and we're going to take the leg forward and we're going to tap it down. I'm going to take the leg all the way back in an arc, all the way over as far as you can and tap down. But I don't want you to arch your back. So you're just lengthening, going as far forward as you can, touching. Take it up a little bit, take it all the way around as far as you can without arching your back. So you reach that foot and then you take it all the way forward again. You might get a little bit further forward this time. Whoa. And we're going to take it all the way back round. Excellent. And one more. All the way. Oh, I've got a little bit further each time. And back. Back. Bring those legs together. Good. And then this time, just straighten out the top leg. Let it take all the way as far back as you can and touch it down so that you're not arching, so that you're not rolling back. Then take your top hand and then just roll it away and reach it. So that you're reaching away from the fingers and away from the toes. Get a stretch all the way down the front and the side of the body. Then if you can keep that foot on the mat, I just want you to travel that arm and take it behind you. But try and keep the foot on the mat and the front knee on the mat. So you're just changing your stretch a little bit. And then come back. Fab. Take those legs back together, and then if you want to, if you're quite happy and you can still see me, roll onto your other side, or you may have to roll up the other end of the mat. So we're making ourselves comfortable again. We've got our knee bent, hips stacked, top foot nice and long. There, hand on the hip, and we're going to lead with that foot. I'm going to take it all the way forward and all the way back to where it started. And forward and back. Pull those toe muscles in, forward and back. Oh, now I forgot to add a lift. Okay, so we're going to go forward and lift and back. There we go. Pull those toe muscles in, forward and lift and back. We have 3 more. Keep those legs nice and long. Push that sole away, lift, back. There we go. And forward and lift and back. Good. And last one, forward and lift and back. Excellent. Point the toe now, and we're going to touch down to the mat. Lift it gently and then go as far back as we can. And back. Touch. And lift. Lengthen. Point those toes. Pull those toe muscles in. Don't let the back arch. You're just going as long as your leg will lengthen from the body. And stretch, 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 stretch. Ooh. And back. Good. And then come and do the rond de jambe. So a big circle. Good. Reverse. Ooh. And relax. Now from here, take the top leg, take it all the way back as far as you can without arching the back. So the stretch comes from here, lengthening. Take the top arm and then just stretch it away onto the mat and look. Keep the foot on the floor if you can. And then keep that foot on the floor. Travel your arm behind you. Try not to overarch your back. You're just lifting through the chest. Stretch away. And then back. Good. From here, just release that. Bring those knees in. Roll again onto your tummy. Excellent. So you're going to lie flat on your tummy. And from here, You're going to just take both arms so that their elbows are out by the shoulders, hands in line with the elbows. Breathing in here, we're just going to float both arms, then the head, then the legs. The legs go down, the head go down, and then the arms. So you breathe in to prepare, you float both arms, head, legs, the legs go down, head, arms. So lots of ways to do this. You can just float your head, float your arms, or float your legs, or you can do the whole combination. So it's the arms, the head and chest, the legs go down, head goes down, arms. And here we go. Arms, head, legs. Good. Now, for those of you who are really happy to do that, okay, what I want you to do is I would like you to take the position and hold it for the count of 5. So you would lift your arms, lift your head, lift your legs, and then we would go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs, head, arms. So breathing in and arms, head, legs, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing those tummy muscles in. Okay, now for anybody else who wants to try holding the position, doesn't matter what position you're holding, so you can just do your head like that and hold there for 5, or you could just lift your arms and hold for 5. Okay, the holding is just to help you build up a bit of endurance, really, for the exercise. So the longer you can hold it and keep those muscles tight and breathe and everything, then that means you're building up more strength. So I've been holding here now for about 10-15 seconds and then relax. So you're just thinking about how long can you hold those muscles in to keep you supported. The longer you can do it, the better that is, really. Okay, now from here, I want you to slowly come back into a shell stretch and hold that. Good. And then from here, come and sit on your bottom. And from there, grab a hold of your band and we'll just do some stretch. So you're going to take the whole piece of the band there and pop it over your toes. Okay? If you've got the stringy ones, it's a bit more difficult to do that, the ones with the handles. Okay, so you're going to pop the band over your toes and you're drawing the band so the feet are flexed. The feet are really flexed, okay, towards you. Now from there, so it's just a bit of effort for the feet. You're just going to point the toes and flex the feet. The tighter the band, the harder it is to point the toes and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Good. This time, you're just going to slowly roll down. You're going to bend the knees, slide them in, and send those legs up to the ceiling. So you're nice and relaxed, okay? Again, you're going to point and flex. Now, flexing is the most important because that's the stretch we're after, the big stretch to the back of the legs. So I would like you to hold that there and push the heels to the ceiling, but try and keep the bottom. So every time somebody wants to straighten the legs, they tend to do this. They lift their bottom, okay? Try and keep their heels to the ceiling, but keep the bottom heavy on the mat. And that lengthens the stretch, opposing stretch. Now, from this, hold that and breathe. Then, keep a hold of it, but take one foot out. Straighten that leg out nice and long and still try and press the heel to the ceiling and drop it out. Big stretch on your inner thigh, keeping your opposite buttock on the mat. Hold that there. Now, really push the heel away from you to try and get this leg that you're stretching as straight as you can. Oh, and then bring it back over. Slide that leg back in, take it up, swap over to the other side. Slide the other leg out, push the heel up to the ceiling, and then take your leg out. I'm going to run out of area because I've got my wall there. But you're looking to keep that leg straight and really press the heel away from you. Good. Holding it and then bring it back in. This time you're going to bend your knee, take your band out, take your other foot, bend that knee too, there, and then pop the right knee on top of the left knee. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, really pull those tummy muscles in and float the foot away from the mat. And then from here, bring that top leg and that knee in as close to you as possible. So you get a stretch on your bottom. And then just roll it from side to side without falling over. Good. Pop that foot down, swap to the other side. So we take a breath in, roll in together, and then hold it for a little bit so you feel a stretch on your bottom, and then roll. And as you roll, I find that my stretchy bit on my bottom just kind of moves around a little bit. And then from there, put the foot down. Send the foot out nice and long, and then open up the legs. Feet go out to the side and roll in through the hips. Good. And then from here, just pop the soles of the feet together and let the knees just drop up and down like that. Come back. Straighten out the legs again, take your arms overhead. Breathing deeply in through the nose. And exhale. Take your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reach one arm up, slide it back down. Reach one arm up, slide it back down. So you feel each shoulder blade leave the mat and then feel like it's being pressed gently back onto the mat. Good. Take the right arm over the body. Sorry, the right arm over the body, and take the left hand and just hold it between the elbow and the shoulder and just press gently down. And then take the left arm to the ceiling, take it over the body and use the right hand to gently press between the elbow and the shoulder. Good. From here, just relax your arms by your side for a moment, and we're just going to breathe in through the nose. And exhale. Fill your tummy up with air. And then into the chest. A couple more for me, breathing in. And again. Excellent. Now, very, very slowly bring yourself up into nice and slow. So again, we've been quite a while on the mat, all right? So take it easy, just bring yourself up. When you feel happy, you don't feel dizzy at all. I want you very, very slowly to bring yourself up in any way you can. So tuck and slowly peel up or stagger up, whichever way you feel happy to. Okay, from here, you're going to stand with your feet hip distance, tummy held in. Think about lengthening, remember, away from those feet. The feet are heavy on the mat. You're going to lengthen away. Tummy held in. Chest is lifted, but it's just straight ahead of you, okay? Taking your arms so they're relaxed by your side, and your head feels like it's balanced on the top of your neck and not jutting forward like that, okay? Close your eyes just for a moment if you feel happy to do that, and take a deep breath in. And exhale. And breathe in. And exhale. And one more. Breathing in. And exhale. Lovely. Thank you very much. I shall just turn the recording